Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about the 6'9 build that's going to break NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Now, as you guys know, I've uploaded videos like this in the past, but the two videos that I have uploaded with this title have been the 5'9 and below guards and the 7-foot+ bigs. So you can see the trend here is obviously related to things that actually will break NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Now, this one right here, I will say, I'm already showing you guys the attribute ratings because it's very complicated how to set up. It's in the metric system, and I will shout out the dude who made the video on this. He is an absolute G for it, so I gotta say, this is amazing what he did with this. Now, the reason that I was looking for this build in the first place, I wanted a 6'8" and above build that had Hall of Fame interceptor. I wanted to play by the stage valid rules, quote unquote, of making a build that plays the 3 spot in 3v3 and is actually above 6'8". They don't like that 6'8" and below stuff. So what I wanted with it was to actually have 90 steal rating. I feel like 90 steal rating is the attribute threshold that makes you stop getting stunned so much on the steal attempts. It does only get gold pickpocket, but I will say the Hall of Fame interceptor comes with this. And as you guys know, this thing does get very glitchy in this game. And on top of that too, not only that, but some of these attribute ratings are completely glitched. I want you guys to know this is a 6'8 and 3/4 build. It's pretty much 6'9". It reads as 6'9". It gets silver brick wall, gold clamps at 6'9", which is literally impossible for a 6'9 to even have in the first place. We almost have Hall of Fame rim protector. It's not possible to do with this build, and it's not possible at all in terms of setting it up like this, but either way, almost have the ability to have Hall of Fame rebound chaser too. With the way that I set this build up though, I didn't actually want to put it to super high rebound ratings. It's gonna be way too expensive, and you guys can see I actually am gonna set up this build to be able to shoot the ball. Now, I don't have enough attribute ratings to be able to afford to put mid-range on, and if you put the mid-range to the 80 where you're going to get the Hall of Fame sniper because of it, it ends up forcing you to have shot creator takeover. We're going to talk a lot on the takeover options with this. With the way I have it set up currently, it does get sharp takeover. If I go to 92 driving dunk, or I think it might even be just 72 driving layup, I get slash takeover instead. And then again, if I upgrade my mid-range to either 80 or above, it makes it shot creator takeover. Now, the 3 guaranteed takeovers with this are going to be lockdown, rim, and glass. Those always stay no matter what with the way I have it set up. That's just how I want this to. I want this to be a really good lockdown build and be able to rebound extremely well as well. So with that, I don't really want to move the defensive ratings too much. I also want to keep that silver brick wall for the sake of me setting screens with this build as well. It's playing as the big man. And then again, this is even going to have ability to actually be an ISO 2v2 build. I will say, running 2 of these builds right here on 2s is going to be absolutely brutal to defend. It's going to be so toxic having 2 builds like this on 2v2. And again, I really want to get into what makes this so insane, so we're going to get to that right now. Also, just to show you guys what these read as, this is the exact build that I made right here. It reads as 6'9". I made another one just to test this as well in a different set of attribute ratings, and this is also 6'9". And then these were the 2 builds that I was trying to lab before actually looking up this video that this man Milo uploaded. Now you guys can see this was uploaded on the 21st of November. I'm recording this literally at 3 a.m. of the 23rd, so it's literally been pretty much 1 day since he uploaded this. So we're very new to this as well. Again, shout out to Milo. I will leave his link in the description, maybe even the pinned comment as well. But either way, shout out to him for this. The title of this is how to get Hall of Fame interceptor and Hall of Fame rebound chaser on the same build, but for me it was more deep than that. It just showed in general how crazy this build gets. So I'm going to show you guys my way of actually setting this up and allowing you to do the exact same thing. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come to create a new build. You're going to be in the regular Imperial system, no metric at all involved yet, but there will be eventually. Again, you can do whatever handness or jersey number you want. This doesn't matter at all. You do, however, have to choose the shooting guard position. So with this, you're going to go to 6'3", 220 on the weight, and 7-foot wingspan. Simple as that. You can also choose the burly body shape. I'm pretty sure you have to, but you don't have to keep it permanently with this. But either way, it's crazy that it even allows burly body shape. And then after that, just max out all of the early attribute ratings. I don't know if you have to do this or if he just did it to make it the most simple way of setting it up and just, you know, the most brain dead and most simple way of doing it. But anyway, again, you can just max out all of the earliest attribute ratings. It's going to go all the way down to the ball handle and speed with ball, and then it stops at that slightly. Go a little bit up on the interior D and then up on stamina. Boom. That's exactly how he set it up. I don't know if it matters or not to do this, but either way, you just pick advanced gathers for all the takeover options. And now what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the edit build tab. Don't touch anything to do with start career or test build. You're going to go to edit build tab and you're going to back out entirely of this. So this exact build right here, we now have the save file of the 6'3" shooting guard. So now you're going to want to come back to the features tab, come all the way to settings, and then boom, go down to your metric and Imperial setting right here, change this to metric, Again, I'm explaining to you guys this in real time. I don't want to make any cuts of this because I want to show you straight up how simple it is and how easy it is. And as I say that, I make a crazy stutter and now I have to make a cut. So anyway, I just wanted to show how easy it is to set this up. This is the exact build that I did, the 6'3" shooting guard. You come to edit. Again, you can choose whether you want to do it as a rebirth or not. I would obviously choose to if you can. And then boom, just like that. Now you have this exact save file. All right, so now from this point forward, you're gonna go ahead and hit to the right on the height tab. It's gonna ask, editing this will reset your attributes. Are you sure you want to continue? Go ahead and continue. And it's gonna make us allow ourselves to actually up the height a little bit. So now we're gonna go to 2.05. You can do this as fast as you want. He was saying to do it pretty slowly, but I'm gonna agree with you. You end up with the exact attribute ratings you need or want anyway. Doesn't even matter. So we go with the 2.31 on the meters for the wingspan, 2.05 for the height, 85 kilograms. If you want to as well, you can up your weight to 88 kilograms instead of 85, and you're gonna see you don't lose anything important at all. You only lose 1 perimeter defense. Now for me, that's well worth it because it's what we need to be able to do to get the silver brick wall. That's 100% what I'm going for here. I don't really care that I'm losing 1 perimeter defense. It's not that big a deal in the first place. We don't lose any speed for doing this or anything like that. Now, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and up this weight quite a bit to the point where you're gonna get the 99 rebound and you can have the Hall of Fame rebound chaser. But in my opinion, I don't think this is worth. You can see you have to go quite a bit up, 106 kilograms right here. You have 74 speed, 71 acceleration, 89 vertical. In my opinion, this right here isn't worth doing, but if you are someone who wants to go with something like this, by all means, you can go ahead and go for the Hall of Fame rebound chaser and the 90 steal rating for the Hall of Fame interceptor. Simple as that. Again, I personally am going to go with the 88 kilograms. It's going to allow me to actually have really good rebound ratings while still maintaining the best speed that I possibly can at this height. Now, again, this is what's so glitchy about this. I want you guys to take into account all of these attribute ratings that you see right here. So either do this, take a mental picture in your mind right now, or with the power of YouTube with fast forwarding and rewinding, what you can do is hit the fast forward button on this right here, and then when I make this cut, now you can go ahead and hit rewind if you want to compare and contrast between the two of them. But this is what we're working with. 6'8", 188 on the weight, 7'6" wingspan. You can see this is literally the max right here. This is the exact same weight I was working with on the other one, yet for whatever reason, we have 90 steal rating on the other one. So this is what's so crazy about this, because honestly, this should never be achieved. A 6'8" and a 6'9", and again, I do want to mention as well, the other one is a 6'9", quote unquote, with 6'8" ratings. Now, if we want to compare with that, I'll go ahead and show you a 6'9". You can't even go to 188 on the weight. This is literally the minimum. Again, this is at the same exact position, shooting guard, and we actually can go up 1 tick on the wingspan. But either way, you can see at a 6'9", we have an 82 max steal rating, an 86 perimeter defense max rating. The speed maxes out at 78, kind of the exact same way, but vertical maxes out at 3 lower. And then on top of that too, at the 6'9" position, we can't even go with anything higher than 90 driving dunks. We can't get the gold posterizer. We can't get, well, you could if you actually upgraded the standing dunk instead. But either way, you can't get the gold posterizer off driving dunk. You can't get the 92 driving dunk, which again, you can at that other position that I was showing you. And then on top of that too, the ball handle maxes go down a little bit. The speed with ball maxes go down a little bit. Again, the list goes on and on. This is a 6'9" build that I'm showing you guys, and it reads as 6'9", but it has 6'8" stats, but not even 6'8" stats. It still has a higher steal rating than a 6'8" can even get in this game. Crazy enough. It's really insane. Now, the other stats are pretty similar on this, to be honest with you. It's pretty direct translation. The ball handle is pretty much the same. The speed with ball is pretty much the same. You can see the perimeter D and the steal are very similar. The block rating is very similar. The rebound ratings are pretty similar as well, but it definitely seems like it's enhanced a little bit by the wingspan as well, because for whatever reason, the other like 6'8" and 3/4 has a slightly taller wingspan and is also just a slightly taller build. So you can see the attribute ratings do adjust quite a bit between the two of them. But anyway, back to the metric build right here. Also, again, just to showcase to you guys that once you have created that build the exact way I showed you of the whole 6'3" build right here and then changing it a little bit, you end up with this exact save file. You can go ahead and adjust this as well. Again, you can set it up as the rebirth, however you want to do. Again, it is a shooting guard. Now, by stage logic, I can't quote unquote make a shooting guard. It's not valid, but either way, you can see 6'9" is what it's listed as. 7'7" wingspan is what it's listed as well when we're in the Imperial system. Again, this is not exactly 7'7" wingspan. I think it's like 7'6" and 3/4. So it's really glitchy. It's really crazy. If you guys wanted to as well with this build, you can take the weight all the way down and it actually still gives you 90 perimeter defense, which I must say at 6'9" is so glitchy. Again, I'm going to show you guys what the stock 6'9" build looks like. This is it right here. You can see again, the perimeter defense goes down by 4. The steal goes down by literally 8. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's insane. Now, one thing in one case to be made for the 6'9" is that you do get the 99 block rating, but for whatever reason, the rebound is nowhere near as high. I mean, at minimum weight, you guys could see the rebound rating was also still very good. Like, you could still get the gold rebound chaser at that other build. So I'm not exactly sure why all this is the case, to be honest with you, because the other build is technically shorter than this one right here. It's literally like a fraction shorter, but it's still shorter. And for whatever reason, this one right here has lower rebound than the metric build that we showcased. So now, again, I'm done with showing you the real stock builds. I'm going to show you the metric build and how I plan to adjust it. All right, so real quick, I was rambling like crazy. I realize this video is going to end up being way longer than I want it to be. So I'm just going to keep this simple and show you guys the multiple different ways that we can create this. There are two of them that I'm debating. One is not what I'm debating. One is if I have mid-range above 80, which is going to give me the Hall of Fame sniper. Now the problem with that is it gives me shot creator takeover to ever have anything above 80 mid-range. If I have 78, it gives me the ability to still have sharp takeover. Now this build right here is the one that has sharp takeover. It has 90 driving dunk. It doesn't have enough for the elite contact dunk packages, which is at 92. But either way, still has gold posterizer, still can get contact dunks. It's just gonna be pro ones, unfortunately, not the elite ones. But either way, this build right here, the way it's laid out, would get the sharp takeover. Now, if we drop, like, say, all the free throw and stuff like that, and the vertical by 2, like I had originally, now if I have the 92 driving dunk, I get the slash takeover, as you guys can see. Now, here's the other thing about this, right? I could just drop this driving dunk and just put it into something. I'm just going to, again, just for example, put it into something random like free throw. And you're going to see with the 90 driving dunk, I still have slash takeover, but it's because of the driving layup. So I'm not upgrading it to 92 for the sake of getting slash takeover. I'm upgrading it to 92 for the sake of getting the elite contact dunk packages while still being able to do that. And then again, that's all I would want for slash takeover. I don't want slash or takeover if I'm not going to have the elite contact dunk packages. So to me, it's all or nothing between actually having 92 driving dunk or not. It's as simple as that, really. So if I have this right here, I really do like the idea of having this build and being able to have it have slash takeover instead of sharp. But from a comp perspective and like 3v3 perspective, I'm really messing around with ideas of having something like this, where it could go directly back into rebounding, vertical, stamina. I end up with a 90 driving dunk, and then I have 77 three-pointer, and it allows me to have the sharp takeover. So again, leave your guys' feedback in the comments. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow as well as this upload, aka the same day as when I upload this, and see what you guys think as far as your thoughts on which of the builds that I should actually go with. And I'm gonna get a lot of opinions on this because they both look really good. I don't know which takeover I'd rather have than the slash or sharp, and again, I don't know if I want 92 driving dunk, but I know someone in the comments is going to be like, well, why don't you just upgrade your driving dunk instead of the driving layup so that you can still have the takeover option? Well, here's the thing. I'm going to upgrade my driving dunk. It forces my driving layup to go up with it. So I cannot get 92 driving dunk without forcing my driving layup up to the point where I get slash takeover. So there are multiple options with this. If you guys are creating this build for yourself, I will say you can just go ahead and evaluate between the two of them, whatever you want to do. The whole point of this video from a viewer's perspective for you guys is to show you that this 6'9" glitched build right here, where it's 6'8 3/4 with that metric glitch at the shooting guard, where you start off at like 6'3" with 220 on the weight, burly body shape. It glitches this crazy build right here, where you have literally like 6'7.5" attribute ratings, but for whatever reason, you're 6'8.5", and it's crazy. I mean, you're literally going to be moving like a 6'9", but you have attribute ratings of 6'8 and below, like literally lower than a 6'8". So anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. And like always, tries 1 to 1,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put whatever takeover option you would prefer me pick, slash or sharp. Put either of those words in the comments, whatever you want to see most. If you want to see slash, put slash in the comments. If you want to see sharp, put sharp in the comments. Just prove that you made it all the way to the end of this video. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed. And again, stay tuned for that stream. I'm probably going to pop on the stream like 30 to 40 minutes after I upload this video right here. So if you're watching this, there's a good chance that I'm probably streaming right now. If you want to pop into the stream, give me your feedback on what your thoughts are in terms of what takeover option I should pick or how I should set this build up. If you have other feedback as well, you think I should set this up completely differently in terms of how I lay out the pass accuracy or the mid-range being upgraded on this. You think I should have Hall of Fame sniper and still deal with having the shot creator takeover. Whatever the case may be, feel free to pop into the stream and let me know. Or if you're watching this like days or weeks into the future, you can still go ahead and put sharp or slash to prove that you made it to the end of the video to me. But anyway, that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.